Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and rising in support of this great amendment this afternoon, this evening. Mr. Speaker, if there's one thing that was made very clear to me from my community when I came here, it is that there is a great deal of concern in our community about crime and about policing. You know, we in our legislative districts represent 150,000 people. It's often hard to aggregate information and feedback from individuals and know where is the pulse of our community on any given issue. It is not hard for me to know where the pulse on this issue is in my community. People are concerned about crime. They are concerned about the safety of their families in their homes. I spoke recently with business owners, restaurants, who are concerned about the safety of their staff. They are concerned about the ability to keep their products in their stores and not be stolen. People are concerned about safety and crime in our community. I have been very impressed, Mr. Speaker, with the level of engagement during this legislative session that I have personally received from the law enforcement in my community. Law enforcement leadership in my community is about as educated and up to speed on the given issues going on in this legislature as I would have imagined they could be. I'm getting real-time texts on the floor about the issues that we debate here, Mr. Speaker, in the House from our law enforcement leadership. They are concerned about retention. They are concerned about recruiting. They are concerned about morale. Mr. Speaker, I personally know several law enforcement officers in my community that finally threw up their hands and said, we've got to go. We have to go. They couldn't hack it anymore, given the burdens that they face every day, given the challenges and the threats that they face. And we can see the statistics about the threats that our law enforcement officers face. And they're asking themselves, what will our legislature do? Mr. Speaker, this amendment is something this legislature can do right now to have a direct and positive impact on the recruitment, retention, training, on the morale of our law enforcement and keep our communities safe. Because so much of the progress that we wish to accomplish here in the Washington State House of Representatives depends, Mr. Speaker, on safe, stable communities. Predictability in law enforcement, predictability in our families, in our businesses, in our schools' safety. I urge a yes on this amendment because this gets to the heart of what we need to do for our communities: to recruit, to train, to retain quality law enforcement officers, to ensure that our communities are protected, that our laws that we pass here in Olympia are enforced, so that our communities can have some stability, some predictability. There's no greater call on me right now, Mr. Speaker, as a state representative, to ensure that we are doing that, because my community made that very clear. So I urge a yes vote on this essential amendment.